I'm Deep Mahaman and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Okay, we've got a little bit of time left on part one of the show. Let's do some transfer stuff because the Premier League season is finished, which means silly season has begun. 3 massive transfer rumours already this week. Let's start with Jonathan Northcroft. I think it was reporting that Pepe Reina looks on his way to Barcelona. Gareth, what are your thoughts? Good move, bad move, upset, happy, disappointed, hungry?
Don't blame him if he goes to Barcelona, to be honest. I mean, 4 years we've been a mediocre side. Barcelona, one of the best in the world. He's got a personal connection with Barcelona. He's been there before, obviously. So I wouldn't blame him for going. I don't really think you can stop him from going there. Also think that given what FSG want the club to be run like, I would imagine they'll be rubbing their hands together at the prospect of getting a high earner off the wage bill as well.
Someone who's still got value in him as well.
Yeah, so from all those things it makes sense. But I mean, you know, football isn't just financial figures and all that. And one of the things I worry about the general FSG approach is what is first, you know, being financial management or being competitive on the pitch. I mean, if you can line up a top class replacement, then fair enough. I mean, I think Reina's not been at his best for some time. I think he's been better this season after it. You know, he's on his way back up, if you like, from the dip. But nevertheless, I still don't think he's back up to the level he was.
Is there a question, Christian, that is he a luxury we can't, it's a bit pointless affording to a certain extent, you know? I mean, do we need a Pepe Reina? I'm not saying, do we need a boss goalkeeper? Of course we need a boss goalkeeper, but are we probably better off finding Pepe Reina in 2005? You know, who is the next Pepe Reina who's going to be on his first decently sized contract? You know, I mean, that kind of, I mean, for me, that's the kind of perspective I can appreciate from the financial side of things.
I think you've got to do it now as well. You know, with basically most of the defence looking like it's getting a revamp as well. Now might be the time to say, right, well, we start from the back and we will look for that Pepe Reina when Liverpool got him from Villarreal. You know, who that is, I don't know. You know, you've got Begovic, you've got Ter Stegen, you've got plenty of names, but you can certainly see the idea behind just wiping the slate clean and saying, right, because you can't have a defence without your goalkeeper. That sounds a bit obvious, but you get what I mean. It's got to be fine.
Anyone ever watched Nick Hancock's Football and Nightmares will see what happened. I think it was Toulouse once protest and played without a goalkeeper, and that didn't work very well. Like. Anyway, carry on.
Whatever I've been doing for most of the season with Tim Howard. But you know, the way you set up your defence, your back 4, back 3, whatever, has to be in tune with the way your goalkeeper is. Because we all remember from the Hodgson reign when you'd have Pepe Reina in goal, and then the defence would be completely counterproductive to what, you know, he'd be trying to come off his line, and Paul Kincheski would be in front of him, and he'd be like, come on, you know, get out of my way.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Does anyone know how much he's on? Reina?
Meant to be about 100 grand a week.
Do you think we've been getting value for money on 100 grand a week?
No. You can't justify that. That's my point.
I don't either.
Well, that's my point. I mean, I think I can understand it being from like look, it's the FSG model and all that, but I think there is also on the flip side of that is that most clubs would probably be thinking, why are we spending all that money on Pepe Reina? You know what I mean?
I mean, the only worry is that Liverpool are by no means where Manchester United were when Schmeichel left, and it took them so long to get another keeper in Van der Sar. You know, that's the flip side to it. If they are going to get a new goalkeeper, how many times and how many goals will it take to get the right one?
Well, I think there's an issue about where we are in our development as a club, if you like, because I think after they sacked Kenny Dalglish, it was basically right, year zero, you know, we're starting again. Loads of people got sacked, not just Kenny, and I think that they drew the line, young manager, all that, and then right, we go from here. And I think any player who's on a big contract at Liverpool, if decent money's offered, they'll weigh it up.
I think Hendo's in trouble for the same reason.
I think Johnson could go as well.
Well, that's potentially. We're going to obviously look a lot more at the squad and about what the future holds for players maybe coming out on loan or whatever. on part 2 and next week's subscriber show as well, pardon me. What I quickly want to say, because we've been a bit negative on Pepe, I think. I personally don't want to see him go because I think he's fucking brilliant, and the point we were making, Chris, is that we haven't had a good goal. I said this on the wrap. We haven't had a good goalkeeper since, I think, since Ray Clements, pretty much. You know, a goalkeeper who's as dependable as Pepe Reina has been. So there's a massive worry that we could end up with another long succession of James's, Dudek's, Cairns and Carsons.
Sort of going on to what Gareth was talking about before about would you begrudge him going to Barcelona? It's his time to get in the Spain team as well with Casillas' bad injury, isn't it? Yeah. Getting over there for Pepe is another reason.
But your Barcelona's number one.
They've probably got one more cycle in them on the World Cup. That team, he wants to be number one for a World Cup or a European Championship, so I don't blame him for it. Like, no. But I do worry that we're not going to get someone as good, because we went through so many, and I put it down to our old goalkeeping coach. He must have been shit because he ruined every decent English goalkeeper. Yeah, he ruined them all. We got rid of him. We got Pepe Reina in. And we changed our goalkeeping coach, didn't we? Rafa bought...
Sounds like we need to get Xavi Valero more than we need to get another goalkeeper.
It's John Afterberg now, isn't it?
I was just going to say, we've got a Tranmere coach, a former Tranmere goalie.
As our keeper coach.
Training, potential Spain number one.
There we go.
Have you ever seen his half-time warm-ups?
Is it kicking and stretching?
Just really quickly, it always sticks with me. It was the Derby semi-final last year, and if you remember, Brad Jones was playing, so they had to move Galacci at half time, you know, just in case. It might be Galacci. And pretty much at half time, there was an half time show going on in this half. So basically, if you imagine, there's the half time show's going on here, people are singing or doing whatever, doing keep ups, whatever. Achterberg's there, and he's just pinging balls over the half time show into the hands of Galacci. And he's pinging balls back to him, and that was basically the warm up.
Quality.
And it was brilliant.
We used to do that. We used to do that at the side of the pitch on Walker's Field on the Saturday morning. Right. So Pepe Reina, quickly round the room. If he's going, well, that's it. Would you sell him? Go on.
Depends on the money, doesn't it?
Give us a price. Name your price.
But have we got £10 million on the table for Pepe Reina?
12 I'd sell him for.
Not 10.
10.
Just to be awkward.
15.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we'd be daft to sell him if we're going to rebuild the defence. It seems stupid to get rid of another senior professional and character as well.
So he went to captain after Carragher, didn't he?
Well, exactly.
So yeah. Where's your vice captain going?
Well, interesting.